Hello, I will be talking about the Brown Act. So the Brown Act in my own words, the Brown Act is a law that was passed that allows the public to sit in and engage in local legislative meetings, whether it be about financials, park and reconstruction, or anything that needs to be fixed, just general public welfare concerns and all of that. So this first article that I found, I felt like it was kind of the second most useful, just because like it didn't have that much information, but it still generally described like the definition of a meeting, how these meetings happen, how somebody can violate the different ways of like violating the Brown Act, and how that can impact like local government and stuff. And it also shows like how this, like what is accepted and excluded by the law due to the Brown Act. Yeah. So then next would be this YouTube news story video that I found kind of explains how local legislators violated the Brown Act and how they met in private discussing key financial issues about the city. And this also kind of goes over how like the Brown Act can be violated. And like a judge overviews like the consequences of this, like how to, I guess, prevent this happening in the future. This last one I found really useful because it's a website, a state website that provides an overall guideline and overview of the Brown Act, how it works, how it applies to the public, and it has different different rules. It has like everything to go over it. So I found that to be very useful in the sense of like looking for really detail-oriented facts about it. Okay, so let me open this. So this is the meeting that I chose. So the date I chose, oh my goodness, I chose a Park and Recreation Commission meeting. The meeting date was Monday, March 17th, 2025 at 6:30 p.m. And it was held in the City Hall of Riverside. This meeting was held in person. I kind of read over this and looked over a lot of it. I even checked the, consent calendar, discussion calendar, and I tried to look into the details because I chose the Riverside Sheriff's Department, and I didn't find much that was discussed on that topic. A lot about the Brown Act and different, recreational things that were discussed during this meeting. Nothing really related to the Sheriff's Department. Yeah, so just mostly like cultural things, updating a lot of different areas, and I don't know how to explain that. I guess planning and designing, yeah. I myself have never attended a meeting for my local government agency. My mom did a lot while I was growing up, and I found that, kind of boring. And I never really felt the need to, just because, I feel like I wasn't a adult taxpayer yet. I didn't feel like there was any reason for me to go. And even, if there was, a topic that I felt passionate about, I felt like as a minor, there wasn't really much, say in that. So I never really felt the need to. I guess it was just lack of confidence in myself to search that out for myself. Now that I'm older, I feel like I most definitely would like to sit in on a meeting just to get a general understanding of what's happening within my own community at home. Yeah, and the most surprising thing to me about this was just how often people meet up, and the different ways that somebody can violate there goes my keys. The different ways that somebody can violate the Brown Act, and how that impacts local legislative branches and city governments and all of that. And I just thought that was really interesting.